WIIFTBP and WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people, for the black people, for the black people, for the black people. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people, 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 for the black people. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said one night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach, playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets? And now we're taking flights from London to Belize, and we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met. Let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna go back. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. We were making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
WIIFTBP. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm to seal
concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. For Illinois gun laws, giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. In the building, no co-host today. Well, I heard I got somebody falling through a little bit later. So we're going to see how that work out. They tell me that the mayor of Robbins is going to be dropping in. Now, it's probably one of the very few light-skinned people I allow. No, I'm just playing. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. In this building, in the studio by myself, but on the ones and twos. Actually, I don't think we got ones and twos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 phone, and there something else is on that slide, a Bluetooth slide, bunch of buttons back there, plus 2 computer screens. Well, we do got ones and twos. That's what we're going to name the computers. Ones and twos. That's what their name's going to be. So on the ones and twos, it's my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler. How you feeling this Friday morning, dude? Uh-oh. Ones and twos, but the threes and fours may not be working, though. Oh, because he probably flipped it around, had people popping. So I'm going to pick it up, but you know I'm waiting on Riis to grab his mic. There you go.
You know I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you doing today? It's Friday.
Hey, it's Friday. I do got a job. But I got my car back.
I saw it out there with a little scratches. I saw it out there, too.
Yeah, man. I got my car back.
Yeah.
I got my car back. I have interesting experience yesterday. Ubered out to Aurora. Joe, they had to fingerprint me. And they had to swab me. The DNA swab me. Cause man, Joe, they going all in on dude. Like first of all,
you're in the system now.
I've been in the system. I was just hoping it didn't pop back up. Right? I was like, hey,
you know what? Keep the car.
I was like, you take the car. I was like, hold on, right. They was like, look, I voluntarily gave them my DNA, and I voluntarily gave them my. Hey man, and I gotta tell you, dog. So as positive an experience as you could have at a police station and being a black person, I got to tell you I did have that in Aurora. The Aurora Police Department. Now, I must tell you that I think Black Chicago probably, hey, y'all been acting out. Y'all been straight up, Riis, people been acting out. Like Black Chicago, and I can't even just say Black Chicago, but Black Chicago, we're going to just give you the credit because, you know how I feel about the dancing white guys. But they knew it was some serious business, Riis. They had like the sergeants, the whole it was a thing. And then they had my car like they had it by the pipe and drape. They had it all roped off. It was like protected. Riis, the police usually just gonna drag your joint. Right? Like when they told me they had it. Yeah. And it was like, we get ready to tow it. I was like, could you just leave it there? Because the worst thing I have you seen when they be towing a car and the wheels be turned and they just drag it.
My cousin almost went to jail like that because it was a mix up with his plates. So they coming to tow it. And then like he got one of them cars with like big old rims on it, and because it was the way that it was in, and they had to like come and tow it. Oh my God, he was like furious. He like, yo, let me drive it out for you. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, man, you might like drive off, but yes, man, that is the worst when they drag your car from the side and you just looking at it like, man, yo, but yeah, so Of course, but it's Friday. I'm glad you got your car back, man. And that's a blessing, because you could have, I mean, I'm sure you got insurance on it. I know you weren't really worried about, like the car. It's like a material thing, but it's just crazy about the world that we live in. We be keeping our head and swiveled on our own people. Like we'd have been more alert on our own people than got by someone that we really wouldn't think, get us. But everything worked for a reason, man. There was a reason why that happened. It's like a bigger picture behind all that.
Oh, Riis, I'm gonna tell you, I agree. It's a bigger, it's definitely a bigger picture behind the scenes that is going on with this, Riis. And I just gotta tell you, I believe that. I told you, I think God. I feel like they had that song in church. It'd be so many things, but I just feel like God is not finished with me yet. Every time somebody say, "Oh my God," I'd be like, "He just not finished with me yet." And so that's why I said you need to be on the look. Not you even need to be on the lookout, because I ain't even on nothing crazy, right? But I do know that after this, I feel like God got a plan. Like, truly got a plan. And I was telling my uncle Ernest yesterday on the phone, because my uncle is a preacher. He called, "Nephew, I don't want much. I just want," because, I think people be scared to preach to me, right? Because they be like, he going to get mad. He going to be like, but I told him, I said, I felt like yesterday the Lord just was like, man, I got a plan for you. And if you don't start listening to what I tell you, what I've been telling you to do, what do I have to do to get your attention? He said, yeah. So, but I do need to get a sweep. Dre Red, I need to get my car swept. Hey, Riis, the other plug, when I got the car back, though, the other plug of his head was in there. They was like, dang. The cops was like, dang.
I'm surprised they didn't look in it or something like that. Or,
No, they DNA'd the car and everything. They just didn't know if
the hair there?
They left it because they didn't know if it was it. Once I told them what it was, they was like, shh. I was like, my car is not that dusty. I do not have. But yo, I'm gonna just tell you, I felt a certain way yesterday, Riis. It going out there to let me tell you though, that whole fingerprinting experience, dude did it too good. You know how somebody like, hey, roll your hands. Hey, bro, I had the black, they don't got the Chicago version where, the glass. Like in Chicago, when they fingerprint you, they put you on this glass thing and it goes straight to the computer. Aurora, yeah, bad boy, they was like, put the ink on your hand.
On paper? You put the thing where you roll your finger on the. Well, not that I know. I just.
I seen it on TV. You roll your hand on the little bar. Then you gotta roll it like this. Then you got ink it up.
Right.
They were messing.
That's what he told me.
Hey man. And then they made me look. He was like, "How about we just go do it in the jail?" I was like, "Hey man, I don't know if I want to go do it in the jail." I felt like I'd rather just wait right here, right? But I must tell you, so I went back there. They were super courteous. I looked in the holding cell and I was like, you know what? Never again. Never again. They say, though, they only keep people 24 hours. They said most people in the Aurora, 24 hours and they out. You usually getting out on bail. But it was like super, so.
Told you that was, did he get out on bail, like I bond?
No, he got $80,000 bond. So you got to pay $8,000 to get out.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, so back up. William Nixon, the carjacker, was caught. He was caught the same day. But he went to jail. They transferred him to Cook County. Did y'all hear that? They transferred him to Cook County. Riis, you heard that? Like William Nixon went to Cook County Jail yesterday where he was arraigned and held on $80,000 bail, which means he's got to post $8,000 to get out. Now, they saying he homeless, but I don't believe that because his boss hit me up. Because he stole another truck, Riis. So he stole 2 trucks to get to me. He stole a semi-truck because yesterday I get this random text message from this dude, and he like, hey, man, I need to get in contact with you. And I'm like, hey, Joe, like, real talk, ain't nobody If I don't know you, you can't even, I ain't even talking to you no more. Riis, so he called me up, be like, look, man, I'm the owner of the trucking company, and William Nixon works for me, and he was out on a job, and he stole the truck. This is a semi-truck. I went to dude's Facebook page, Riis. Did you know he was, like, in the midst of, at the beginning of the crime spree, he said he was filming his own version of Fast and Furious on his Facebook page.
Yeah, he probably getting off of the mints or something.
Hey, no, he ain't getting off on the mental. But he should, let me tell you, he's in Cook County Jail. So if he gets off on the mental, he should have some, let me stop. I'm just saying, though. He in Cook County Jail. Anyway, Riis, hey, Joe. And dude is a little off for real.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, dog, but like he on the racist off. I'm not honoring that. So I'm just telling you. Cook County Jail, William Nixon, he's in there. Can I just say one more thing though? First of all, shout out to every news outlet in the city of Chicago that shared the story. The question I be feeling like though is, like, there's the people that talk to you and tell the story, and then, you know what I've come to recognize, Riis? My Facebook page is actually news. Like, people didn't even talk to me. They just, like, the headlines, like, Mace Jackson is in complete shock. And I'm like, you didn't talk to me. And Riis, they, like, the one you was showing me yesterday when they put me in the picture in the t-shirt, right? I'm just letting you know. Let me tell you what I did find. So first of all, they tried to say he was homeless. Riis, the guy's boss said he ain't homeless. He got a job. He got a crib. He sent me all this stuff. He said, here you go, because I need my truck back. He stole my $80,000 truck, and I don't know where that's at. So he stole the $80,000 truck to go get the box truck that he stole to come down. To have an unmitigated goal to steal my car. Not my microwave. Hey, Joe, did you see Samantha posted the unmitigated goal? Samantha Chapman. So she posted, look, Joe, we got to isolate that unmitigated goal, right? We just got to get that clip and just his version. Unmitigated goal.
Unmitigated goal.
You had the unmitigated goal.
My popcorn.
My popcorn in my microwave.
That was the bottom.
That was in my microwave. That was epic. Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Speaking of that, did y'all see the Kyle Rittenhouse? Did we talk about Kyle Rittenhouse's fake cry? I was like, man, if anybody is buying this fake ass cry, that's that cry like when you trying to fake like it hurts so you can stop getting a whooping. When you got to fake like your mama really hurting you when she whooping you. So you want to make her ego feel good. And then you don't have to get the second whooping from your old man when he come home.
Oh yeah, you know, I was used to that. I just, you know what? My daddy ain't beat me. It was just my mama.
Oh, you was lucky.
My daddy just yelled. He really had that fearful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how when he come in there, he like kind of like how we are now. You know what I'm saying? How you just try to strike fear in your kids. You know what I'm saying? You better stop before you be like, man, I really just want to. I really not gonna do it, but you sound like you sound so tough. Like, that was my daddy. Like, I'm about to come in. I'll be like, oh, snap, you know.
I know, moment. No, Joe. I could still hear the doors clack. And I'd be like, okay, the belt, that jingle, boy. Woo! Lord have mercy. Jesus! All right, Jamel Roberson. I don't know if you all saw that, but it was the 1 year anniversary, or I don't know if it was a 1 year anniversary, but it was the anniversary of his murder at Manny's Blue Room by the Midlothian police. Just want to make sure we don't forget him. Did you see that y'all remember Officer Ella French? Did you see that in the COPA report they said that in the case of Anjanette Young, she she was recommended to get a suspension. Remember how they was trying to say she was the only person that showed Anjanette Young any dignity or respect? Well, according to the COPA report from that night, she too did not turn on her camera and was recommended to have a suspension for not filling out a report either, right? So even though it was dignity and respect, she didn't, it's like, how you try to do something, but don't do it. Like you want to, how, you ever been somewhere, the perfect case is like when somebody, when your guy's about to stomp somebody or they stomp somebody and you really, the dude, so you really don't want to stomp them out, right? So you be like, and so after, but you can't, because if you try to stop it, then people gonna be trying to come at you. So you kind of, after they done got they stomp, you kind of be like, hey, come on, y'all. Come on. That's enough.
That was a lot of college parties. Like we was just hanging there together in a meeting Sunday. Now we fighting here at a party, and it was just like, man, like I was roommates with like a Kappa. Like at one point, you know what I'm saying?
That would never.
No, so he wasn't, but he pledged while we became roommates. So so it's like me and him sitting there like they like yo, and it's like my homie I grew up, not like grew up with, but since I came like college, we was like part of our clique.
They're gonna start they're gonna turn us into gang members. But go ahead.
And they was like, hey, you want to kidnap your roommate? I was like, and then when we got into it, it's like, dang, we cool one day, and now we got to fight, So, yeah, I know exactly what you're like, man, it's mine. But if the bros throw a punch now,
hey, you gotta get in. I'm in it. But if you in it and you understand it, it's when your guy is not. It's when it happens and like say, and I'm not gonna put this on my fraternity. I'm gonna just put this on the outside with my guys. When it's your guys is like, yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I shouldn't have even brought that story up because they're going to be like, I knew they wasn't. No. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, Riis, let me see. I'm going to try and get these other couple headlines out. Save CVS. Should we save CVS? Did you know CVS at its peak had 4,800 students? And right now they have 730. They are trying to preserve and rebuild what they used to call the Palace. Trying to get landmark status. Let me ask a question. We're going to talk about it. Should we save CVS? If y'all know CVS people, at 7 o'clock, we are going to talk about saving CVS. Should it happen or not? And are there black landmarks that are untouchable? It's the Maze Jackson Show. Plus, Kyle Rittenhouse. Defense racist. I could. He didn't want to shoot them, but man, even though that's white people business, so I'm gonna mind my business. Finally, they are trying to get the McDonald's CEO for basically calling, but Bebe's kids type of deal. He basically said, he sent a text to the mayor and said,
get your kids.
Get your damn kids. Get them goddamn babies out the street. But a girl responded, you don't know me.
Know my kids?
You don't know me or my kids. Don't make me, because I could sing if it was in person, she would have. Don't make me. You know how, you have, or you ever did this to somebody? You put 4 fingers on it. You be like, I'm finna roll my finger. What? That's when you got a punk, right? Oh, excuse me. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, we're gonna talk about it all some more. Hey man, did I tell y'all that Mr. Nixon is in the Cook County jail? Like right now. He's in the Cook County jail. Riis, they said if he bonds out, they gonna give him a home because they said he was homeless. So they gonna give him a crib. They let an unmitigated go to get his carjacker a house. He said the unmitigating go to steal my car. We're gonna talk about it some more when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Oh man,
They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up!
So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, this going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
The skin I'm in fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so it's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program. Who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system. Total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's. That's a shame, boy. Augment reality. Better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react. I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest sin. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture. I hope you see it. Just what the theme is. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Well, how about you to sing these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can grow to. Feeling good about yourself. Melanated mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin. This right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth. Living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Super melanation, renovation of our databases. Gotta fix the trinity to make it past the matrix. There's a rabbit in the hole. No decision, you gon' chase it or just shut it for complacency. Here's your motivation. Black power in your veins. Up to us to build a nation. European mental detox completely we erase it. You can't keep fighting over old information. Right, bring it right back. If you love being black, I love being black.
You are listening to the Mace Jackson Show. That is true. I do love being black. I love being black. And I'm going to love being black next Friday because it's 1 week. The countdown is 1 week. Reese, where you at on your, where you at your lineup, dog?
I'm supposed to be getting me
Hey,
a lineup today.
okay.
I reached out to them. They making sure I got some good yeses, but they just said that they'll know by today. I told them I need to know by today because it's next week. So they told me.
Hey, we got to
reach out to them.
Because we want to pump them up. You know, I'm thinking
good.
like we get the artists, we can have them come in during the week.
And you know what, that would be dope.
No, you come in during the week. You give us a little touch of what you going to do. On you did. We're going to use all week. We got the see, Reese, this is what I be trying to tell y'all.
The dude from Ellen Stella.
I'm going to tell you. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. Right? You got the platform to be the executive producer. Well, not the executive producer. I'm the executive producer. But you got the platform to do a bomb show. Just think about the last the last show we did, Reese, we went Hulu. We went nationwide. right? You got to stay ready. Somebody gonna walk in there and be like, who did this? How did this, who put the artist together? Who put the music? Who is the program? See? I'm gonna be like, it's all my joint, but Riis did that, right? It's like, let your light shine. See, don't muffle your light because you never know who gonna see. You can't, when you got the stage, right, you got to detest mediocrity. That's okay, though. It's all right. Because I'm telling y'all, get your tickets. I seen y'all buying tickets, too. Now, we only got like 50 left. 50. Well, look, we trying to raise $50,000 in one day. So we are broadcasting 6 hours. 6 hours. We're going to be taking pledges all next week. People been like, yo, could I, what's the phone line? I got to call and get some phone numbers. We got to set up a Google hotline or something, Riis. We got to get us some. I'm plugging a telethon fundraiser. Now, look, somebody said, Tyrone Muhammad said they're going to have breakfast slushies infused. Oh, Lord.
Are you sure they're going to make it to 6 hours, though? You get that?
Hey, we're going to roll y'all up out of there. Like, you can also, Tennille, you don't forget they can get a table because it's going to be 2 rooms, Riis. It's going to be the sit-down room where they're going to be table dancing and drinking because it's going to be a boozy brunch, too. Right? So, we're going to have, like, some Bloody Marys for breakfast, a little mimosas. I think we're gonna have a live band. We're gonna have live performances. Y'all want me to get Rob Blagojevich to come back? Might get another camera. No, I'm just joking. I'm just telling y'all. It's the telethon next week. It's the What's in It for the Black People telethon. We are not that far away, Riis. We are just not that far away. And I don't think if you came to the last one, then you don't. If you didn't come to the last one, then you just don't understand. Riis, I think they just don't understand that they ain't come to the last one, bro. Because honestly, I don't think that I understood how good it was going to come out. You want to reserve a table? Holla at Tennille. We are having sponsorship start at $1,000. You can have a banner. You can have your shouts out, right? But remember, this fundraiser is so we can put up What's in It for the Black People billboards. And I want to get into it. And so this is, you ready, Riis? Because if you can get ready, I think we can go ahead and hit this now. You know what we didn't do? We didn't take the soul plane off. When we have actually been sitting on the ground for a few days. Shout out to my man Abnar Muhammad. Hey man, Ab said, hey, Abnar Farrakhan. Is that better? He said, what? Hey, yo. Hey, man. All I'm saying, though, is I need for y'all to have heard about the county jail, though. That's what I need y'all to have heard about. Get that? All right. Now, it's going to be table dancing. Riis, they was snapping at the table last time, but before we snap at the table, let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet because we are up, and away. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. I am flying. I'm in the cockpit solo dolo, but my man Riis the Ruler rocking with me. Riis, and since we already got there, I know you probably double duty, so if you're ready, let's go ahead because I'm ready. Let's do it. Give me the big voice.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
What? I need you to find for me, Riis. I know you're not. I know we're going to get in trouble for it, but find Janet Jackson for me. I need you to find what have you done for me lately, right? And I just need to, even if they got like a karaoke version or something, but I need, don't, You know what I'm talking about? What have you done for me lately? Doom, 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 doom. Ooh, yeah.
That's the Sister Act one, though, but okay.
Huh?
Ain't that the Sister Act, the little, like they add a little twist to it?
Oh, no, go ahead with it, though.
You never heard the one of Sister Act?
Rock it. Go ahead, rock it. Anyway, I know Carrie heard it because Sister Act, she done watched it 300 times. I've never seen Sister Act.
Stop it.
I've never seen any version of Sister Act. Not one. Like I never saw it. But anyway, you got it, Riis? Because I think I need to thump at the beginning so I could do this. I could do this right. I need to be able to do it right. If you like my polo, this is my polo that I wore. Tennille was making fun of me when I was at the Sundance the Sundance Film Festival. This was part of my uniform. If you go back and it's all documented on Facebook, you can check me out. I was live doing the walk. You ready? Come on, Riis. All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. The social media question of the day: what has Governor Pritzker done for black people lately? Bring it down just a little bit so I can talk over it, and maybe we won't get flagged for it. It is the social media question of the day. Riis, I want you to also open up the phone lines. You see I brought the phone back, so it's sitting on the thing. It's right there on the desk. But y'all, Ken Griffin, multi-billionaire, and it's like, let's be clear, Ken Griffin has $21 billion. And Governor J.B. Pritzker has $3 billion. Last year they said Governor Pritzker invested $171 million, but the total was really close to $250 million. I'm going to be honest with you. Last gubernatorial election, I took a lot of stuff personal. Now, I do think a lot of people was using and slandering my name, but I think I took a lot of things personal, really because, well, they didn't keep their word with me. But it's okay. And I splashed a lot of black people on the campaign, but this ain't about the black people on the campaign. This is really about Governor J.B. Pritzker and his administration. And was Cousin Juan here last week? Was she here last Friday or 2 Fridays ago? Maybe it was 2 Fridays ago. I don't know, man. I've been hanging out with my cousins. So
last Friday, probably. I think it was last Friday.
But she told us about that report card. And, you know, one of the things about the report card is it doesn't make a difference if the candidate doesn't have a competition. Well, now, Governor J.B. Pritzker has Riis, I feel like when Ken Griffin said that he was willing to spend whatever, he was all in on the governor's race, it's like, I think Governor J.B. Pritzker was on his way to flipping the game. You know how we play the old school games? You know how you get to like $1 million and then it flip over and then start over and that shit like... Well, Governor Pritzker was well on his way to trouncing his opponents when Ken Griffin walked in and hit the reset button. So now we got to start all the way from zero. But I think it creates a unique opportunity, which is why this telethon is so important, which is why these local community meetups for B1P. But I was just thinking we could call it Black People's Party. But anyway, Riis, what happened was Ken Griffin, by suggesting that he was going to be all in on the race, took the money factor out. See, J.B. Pritzker could pretty much outspend anybody and never touch him. But when this billionaire got involved, it changed the dynamic. Now, let me be clear. This is not my call to ask black people to vote Republican. What I am telling you is we are at the unique position, a crossroads, where Governor J.B. Pritzker now has to be held into account for what he's done for black people in the last 3.5 years. Because again, he's going to come back now. Before, it was going to be a victory lap. He wasn't going to have to explain himself. He was just going to be able to come in and people were going to clap and nobody was worried because he was a billionaire and he would obliterate all the competition. And whether black people turned out or not, he would drown out the competition. Well, now, black people, he needs you. He needs you. And as we move into this gubernatorial cycle, I'm going to ask you all to not Ice Cube me. You see, I believe that this is the perfect time to present the contract with Black Illinois. Hear me again. This is the perfect time for us to present the contract with Black Illinois, with two billionaires who could personally probably fund any ask that we have. But before we can do that, we have to have a recap of the J.B. Pritzker first tenure. See, because the first thing that J.B. Pritzker's defense was we don't want another Bruce Rauner. I think we've gotten past. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Have we gotten past boogeyman politics? Have we recognized that regardless of Bruce Rauner or J.B. Pritzker, we don't move ahead? We got back to zero while everybody else moved ahead. So what I would ask you is, and I need y'all to give me a call. I need y'all to talk. I'm not asking anybody to vote Republican. What I am asking you, and Michael Drayton, I see you. He'll use the blacks in his circle, but that's a very small circle. See, here's the thing. They need black folks now to turn out. So I gotta ask you, have black people done better in business, politics, the grassroots, education, or spiritually? I would tell you, out of our pillars, the only people that have done better are the preachers and the grassroots, because over $250 million, $250 million has been invested in violence. So I gotta ask you, what grade do we give J.B. Pritzker when he comes? Now let me say something to my brother, to my brothers, especially to my brothers with their boots on the ground. Now is the time for us to be strategic. See, some of our brothers with their boots on the ground have the ability to get us to the front of the table. But I think we got to stop going to the front of the table with asks and go to the front of the table with demands. So my boots on the ground brothers, hear me out. We have a unique opportunity to shake the tree. I was talking to an elected official, a black elected official, who told me, and actually I talked to about 4 or 5 black elected officials who were super strong J.B. Pritzker supporters, who said they got absolutely nothing from J.B. Pritzker. Now I know y'all would be like, well, who cares? They shouldn't get nothing no way. But if the most loyal people still can see that they have got nothing, with an opposing billionaire on the other side, we are at a unique crossroads where, look, y'all, we saw this at a macro level with Ice Cube. Ice Cube presented the plan for Black America to the Democrats and black people who were getting screwed, threw Ice Cube under the bus. What I am asking you to do is to be wise enough to recognize that if we pull our vote out of their universe, well, it's pliable. We can still decide. But if we will pull their vote out of our vote out of their guaranteed universe, Governor J.B. Pritzker knows he can't win. So when Solutions Mike says we need a black third party, we don't need a registered black third party. We need hey Riis, what they say you need there's nothing better than an understanding. You know, like when We need an understanding among black people that we going this away together. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest one more time. If we're going to spearhead something like this, we got to get in unison. I got brothers that can get us to the front of any line. But if we can get to the front of any line without a list, without our contract with Black Illinois, then is it for naught? See, I feel like we could put together the plan for Black Illinois and then demand answers. Let me tell you another thing. This, in my estimation, would be a unique time to run a black gubernatorial candidate. Hear me out. I do not believe that we have the votes to necessarily win a black candidate, but we need someone who can articulate our issues, right? Now, here's the crazy part. The crazy part is the people best suited to run the play often don't want the ball. And so what you find is people who can see the vision and lack fear, one, because they lack anything to lose and they have everything to gain, and they use the negotiation chip. Our negotiation chip has been wasted. I don't know if I'm making sense. See, it always makes sense to put a black candidate in a Democratic primary, because black people, as long as you don't embarrass them, will 9 times out of 10 hit the black person if they can, as long as they ain't got nothing crazy. And if they seem like they are speaking credibly, imagine a well-rounded black candidate who you could actually envision being the governor. Oftentimes, the people that are willing to take the risk are not aware of their flaws or are not concerned with their flaws. Imagine we ran a candidate that could articulate our concerns and draw anywhere between 7 to 10% of the black vote in a Democratic primary. That essentially could be the difference. So now, not only you're not playing to win the race, you're playing to be able to decide who wins the race. And maybe not, and maybe it's independent. But I think right now we got to make sure that there is a report card. So I'm going to ask you real quickly, give us a call, 872-259-7474. Reese, is the phone line open? Anybody got any calls? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. What grade do you give J.B. Pritzker on blackness? See, I think that we got to understand how we win. And see, when they didn't, remember I told you the biggest challenge we always have is that we don't have anyone to run against them credible. Now, I'm suggesting that I don't believe that the black vote is going to flip Republican. What I do believe is that black turnout will be the key for this governor. Let me be clear. The black turnout it will not be the undocumented immigrants because they can't vote. So right now, we are at a day of reckoning. We can create a day of reckoning. For 3 years, no cannabis, no gaming. You getting $250 now because they want to distract us. But in 3 years, what does J.B. Pritzker have to deliver for black folks? Now, there will be people that will say, Mays, you have to get along. You have to make friends. I would say that no, they need to make friends. See, we've built our existence on acquiescing. We've built our existence on always allowing ourselves to be the given. We've built our existence on the fact that there can always be somebody that can calm us down. How about the people that are responsible for dealing with the black community go back to J.B. Pritzker and say, you got a problem? Because that problem of black people helps you. See, I always tell people, like, remember where your loyalty lies. Your loyalty, your proximity to being able to be a power broker is your ability to calm or to negotiate or to talk to the masses. Well, imagine when they come, instead of you saying, be quiet, instead of you threatening, how about instead of being threatened, we ain't got to be threatened. Here is our list of demands. Here is our contract with Black Illinois. Mr. Governor, all gubernatorial candidates, every gubernatorial candidate. Here is our list of demands. We demand an office of Black American descendants of slavery. We demand it. We're not asking. Now, which candidate's going to give it to us? Because, JB, you didn't. Mr. Republican, yes. Mr. No. We can't get that office. Okay, so we would like 20%. We would like 2 seats at the toll board. We can't get that? No? Okay. Can we get 2? We would like to control the Department of Human Services. I don't know. But I was just thinking about how many billions of dollars have been spent in COVID. What's the black cut? See, the thing that they have done is they've mastered allowing us to the table without having to answer any questions. So we meet. Now you feel important because they're talking to you now. How are we moving? Because I'm sorry, Mr. Governor, if we don't get a sign off on the contract with Black Illinois before the primary, we only voting for Kerry. Now, you can try and punish Mays for that if you want to, but let's watch how many other Democrats suffer. See, we got to get out of the being threatened space and be the threat. It can't be, oh, well, Maze is crazy. So we gonna go get brother XYZ and such and mute that. No. We need a contract with Black Illinois and every gubernatorial candidate. You think the immigrants ain't gonna talk? Think about this. Think about it. They have done everything they possibly can to accommodate a group of voters a group of non-voters in our face. As white boys smoke weed on Madison and black people get arrested on the same street. If you on Madison and Green, you can smoke weed. If you on Madison and Pulaski, well, you can smoke weed on Madison and Pulaski. But if you on Madison and Kildare, you getting arrested. What do you mean? The video gaming industry brings in $220 million a month and there's absolutely no operators. What do you mean that there's sports betting in Illinois and they're betting on black kids that go to schools in our town and nobody black has a sports betting license? What do you mean, JB Pritzker? Oh, wait, you raised your fist and came through when George Floyd died, but what happened? What? Let's pull ourselves up out the middle. Let's get our contract. And then to my brothers who have the brute strength and force to get to, let's not blow up their spot. Why don't we, instead of blowing up the spot, why don't we identify our spokesman/lawyer who is brought to the table by the brothers that can get to the table by invitation or by force, where you deliver your list of demands. I think Martin Luther nailed his list of demands on the door of the Vatican or something to that effect. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let's not go in and be let's create this contract with Black Illinois that every state rep has to look at, and they got to sign off on it. You not with it? You not with the Office of Black Americans? Well, then that's what remember that billboard that's outside of every office? That's why I want to have a telethon. When you click that, when you hit that barcode, it tell you, oh, this state rep ain't with us. All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, just think about that, though. White boys can sell weed on Madison and Green. And black people cannot sell weed on Madison and Pulaski. Think about it. Same street, same city. What's the dividing line, Riis? Where does weed sales go from legal to illegal? Past Western, past California.
I mean, it's all depending on what a white man is. So that line varies.
That line moving, though. It's that Western. It's about to be in California right now. But I'm just telling you, think about the gravity that white boys on Madison and Green can sell cannabis and black people on the same street 30 blocks away in the same city cannot. One is a legitimate businessman. One is a dope boy. Just like white carjackers, right? I don't think I've ever seen a legal weed black salesman on me. We'll talk about it more when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
The Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBP. Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop, located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:09 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report and traffic. On the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 33 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 18. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 40 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield, just 26. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 39 minutes. 32 minutes back out to Thorndale. On the Stevenson, 56 minutes from I-355 to the Dan Ryan. 39 minutes will be outbound. On the Bishop Ford, from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 38 minutes. 34 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop. 14 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, from 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson back out to 55th, will be 7 minutes. 8 minutes north, that's Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 39 and mostly cloudy. Expect morning showers and a high of 45 today with a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Lex with Here on Interstellar on the Maze Jackson Show.
Interstellar mode, yeah. I finally got my mind right again, yeah. Now I know there's no time for pretend, yeah. I come alive in the moonlight, see me shooting across the skies. Don't you know stars were born to fly? Yeah, I've been searching, crowded, looking for a way out. I've been hurt, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Did it all in spite of the hate. Every time they said that I can't. Nebula, they run through my veins. Every molecule in the strands. Senses feeling some kind of strange. Damn, I think my name's Spider-Man. Jump out the window and swing for the dreams that just might be. Never gonna let go. No, to the man in the mirror look like me. Drifting through the cosmos, oh, far away from your lies. I realigned all my goals. That's a constellation of mine, yeah. I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode.
WIIFTBP.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve them. In the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always argue with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forwards, about who not. Just green light, all the black economy. Then watch all the shooting gon' stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really wanna save all the black princesses, be Mario and not Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if you do it together. Divided before, we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are ready before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be defeated.
What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who's telling the lies? Who's telling the truth? Black people realize the sun shines for you. So stop the divide. See what melanin do.
You all listen. Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Uh-oh. I just got an alert. Telethon alert. Before the telethon can even get started, shout out to Intwa Dumela, better known as Paula. Diane Scott. Wait, Tennille said they dropping bags. Like bad bags. Paula Intwa Dumela dropped a bam. Said like if it was a bathroom, she would have blew it up. Shout out to Diane Scott, Marvin Peoples, Denise Hobbs. Look, y'all. I don't think y'all, look. In case y'all are looking on Facebook Live, that's my car. It's back. I also gave y'all opportunity to take a peek at the carjacker. Dispel your rumors, dispel the myths, Riis. I'm going to tell you, almost everybody, I feel like when I was talking about the carjacker, Riis, everybody agreed with me when they said that they did not think that that was what the carjacker was going to look like. And can I be clear? That I don't think I ever said he had a gun, did I? No. I want to make sure we're clear about that. I didn't, I ain't trying to mislead you. Want to make sure you're very, very, very clear. The vehicle was the weapon. Riis, they say he looked crazy. You know crazy? I know, you know karate? I know crazy. But Riis, I don't know if you look real close, you can see it. You can see his hair missing. You see, like, that wasn't how it was. Anyway, it's a Maze Jackson Show. I got my car back, and I am as I've told and I said on the news yesterday, do not call me a victim. Please do not apologize. I want to tell y'all that I want to thank God one more time. You know what you got? You know what Riis found in there? Howard Hewitt. Thank God for giving me one more chance. That's another one. I'm going to go ahead. I might have to get a little churchy on y'all today. I've been feeling some kind of way, like I've been feeling like I've been suppressing my spiritual need. You know, where he be like, I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance and to sing your praise. You know that song?
It's by Howard, right?
Howard Hewitt, yep. I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I'll sing it all night. And I sing it all day. This song is my prayer. You got that in there, Riis? They ain't got to go ahead and give it to me, man. I want to hear it. They gonna give me. I might get in trouble today, but it's okay. It's okay. Come on.
To say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. But before you go, there's something I'd like to say.
Y'all know it's when I sing, though. It's what gives me my release. So you can just turn off the mic.
There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. Where my strength lies, I lift my eyes beyond the skies. Only He can save my life, and only He can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I sing it out loud. say amen.
It is the Maze Jackson Show. Shout out to Howard Hewitt. I'm going to be in trouble, y'all. I'm going to get in trouble, I know, because I've been playing this music. But I have been needing to be... the music has ministered to my soul. It's like a lot of the... I have not... it's usually in times of crisis or whatever. You got a soundtrack. You got songs that you go to. And what I have found over these last, especially since this last week, and I don't want to go too far into this, but I have found that the soothing, I have been needing music to soothe my soul, not so much. I got it's like a, I got a little fire, but I don't feel like it's the same kind of fire that I had before. Like, I don't feel like it's I don't have a Jay-Z soundtrack running through my head right now, if that makes sense. Like, I think in all my crisis moments or in my moments of, I think I've always kind of had a fallback to Hove. I know it sounds crazy, but like to hip hop. But I feel like the music of my youth, of the times when I was in the church building, regardless of my feelings about the ministers, the music has ministered to my soul in this time. And I have found myself looking for the songs that reinforce but I just keep feeling God being like, I'm just not through with you yet. And I don't, y'all gotta understand I'm having this internal battle with myself. Because for so long, and I'm trying to find my spirituality piece in it, because I do feel like there was a moment of clarity that it came this week, which is, wherever you go on with this, wherever you're trying to figure it out, God ain't through with you, and you got a plan, and you're here for a reason. And that is the thing that has been reinforced throughout this whole process. And man, Charlie, but for the Lord. All right, it is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Let me get back to this politics. Riis, did you see that they are talking about CVS? Okay, so when I start to see these stories like this, shout out to Cam Buckner, because you saw that he just passed a bill in Springfield that says you cannot close any more CPS schools. Because I feel like the story that I just saw in the Chicago Tribune, Sun-Times, about CVS is the beginning of the end of the V. They said that the school is in a state of disrepair. CVS used to be called the Palace. Riis, CVS when did I ever tell you that I wanted to go to CVS? Like when I lived in the city, it was something, and I, like when I was a kid, and I really think like it was Butch's sister. I can't think of her name, but she went to CVS, and every morning she put on that CVS cheerleader jacket. The jackets with the zipper, with the hood that unzip, and then it's got the chenille letters in the patch. And from that moment, I always thought of CVS. Like, even when I went to like when I went to Bolingbrook, like the school that always stood out to me on the south side was CVS. I know there was Simeon, there was King. And you think about it, King, There was a time when I thought that there would never be a life without King. King is still there, but it's not the landmark that it used to be. Let me ask you, should they save and preserve CVS High School? Should they preserve it? And my concern is, because they want to, right now they're suggesting that they make it a landmark so that they can get funding and do the things they need to restore it. But it's a very old school. Riis, at its peak, CVS used to be one of the biggest schools in the city, 4,800 students. Now, they only have about 780. Should CVS receive landmark status, and should CVS stay? And whose responsibility is it? Let me tell you about what my latest remembering of CVS was. And I couldn't believe this, but y'all remember my big brother, Donnie Kirksey, who passed this year? Donnie was the head coach at CVS. And I remember him saying he took the job as the coach at CVS. And you know how you be thinking like CVS, Jawan Howard. Man, you know, you be like, man, CV, you know. Riis, I remember going to the school and was like, this is CVS? Like, the kids was having problems getting uniforms. It wasn't the packed gym. It was, man. And I remember him trying to get money for uniforms. And, you know, I was thinking, like, how can CVS not get money for uniforms? With the alumni that they have, right? Like, come on, Dip Buckets went to CVS, right? Jawan Howard. The list goes on. Is there the possibility that the city could close CVS? And then my question would be, are there untouchable black landmarks in the city of Chicago? Because I feel like if CVS was to close or to be shut down, anybody could get it on the black side of town. Now, I recognize CVS wasn't always a black school, but for all of my natural life, it has been. Now, remember, if it gets landmark status, it means that they can't modernize a lot of stuff. They got to keep it the same way it is. But, so the first thing is, should we save CVS? And the second thing is, are there untouchables? And what role do the alumni have? Like, I'm going to tell you, if they said they was going to close Bolingbrook High School, they would never do that because we're the greatest high school ever. But I have no doubt that the alumni of Bolingbrook High School would do whatever it took to keep the school up. So I want to hear from the CVS alumni. I want to hear from Black Chicago. But should we save CVS? It's only 780 students there now. What role do the alumni have? I mean, a lot of times we talk about the school, but I do remember my big bro fighting to just get uniforms and trying to collect. And I remember CVS, man, I'm going to tell you what, one of the best alumni cookouts, picnics ever is the CVS. Man, you go out, CVS, there be thousands of people out there. And I'm showing mad love to CVS. But, hey, man, y'all school is in trouble. I remember when Lindblom was in trouble. Lindblom students stepped up. Lindblom alumni stepped up. Don't get me started. That's how they beat. You know Lindblom beat CVS in the challenge, Riis, in the high school challenge. Like Lindblom. Lindblom whooped. Matter of fact, they whooped CVS in the high school challenge. And you know CVS was like, we CVS, man, we all just got to vote once. Man, Lindblom whooped them. But that Lindblom, that's the same group that when they knew their school was closing, they saved it. So my question is, should we save CVS? What's our role? And do we save CVS and is it going to turn into a Latino school? Are we saving it for... See, there you go. Y'all going to save CVS and everybody east going to start coming west. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I'm sorry, y'all. Let y'all listen to the whole Valerie. I'll be on. Hey, man. It's the Maze Jackson Shizzo. Hey, So, Riis, are there black, what is untouchable in the black community? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. And do we need to save CVS? And if we save CVS, are we only saving it for its transition to becoming a Latino high school? What role do the alumni have? What's going on at CVS? Would you send your kids to CVS? Maze Jackson Show. Reese, we got anybody on the phone lines? Give us a call. 872-259-7474. I don't know how they do it. Go ahead. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. Hello? Uh-oh. Now CVS, they all scared now. They was talking, where the Cavaliers at? We don't got no Cavaliers. Is the phone connected? Did you hook it up? You know, it's been going up out the building. Did it not work? It's because I don't even hear the It's not even connected to me. You Bluetoothed it and all that? It is the Mace Jackson Show. All right. Well, I'm just asking CVS alumni. Y'all gonna save y'all school? I ain't tripping. Bolingbrook, we'll save our school. I don't know. Do we have an affinity to our schools? Do we have an? It says the phone lines are busy, Reese. I'm just telling you what the callers are saying. The commenters are saying. I guess my question though really is, if you do save CVS, will it become a Latino high school? Will it change up on us? Yep, I just want to know. Because I feel like, what are the black untouchables? Like, what are the landmarks? I can hear you clicking. What are the landmarks in the black community that we got to keep? Because I was just thinking, y'all do realize that Rosa Escarino just said that they're about to kick off the rebuilding of they're trying to start back up the Tiger Woods golf course too. So they're going to take the rest of Jackson Park. Is there anything in this city that is untouchable? We lost the Ebony Jet building. Roland Martin sold the Defender building. Right? 872-259-7474. Give us a call. Should we save CVS? And are there any black untouchables? Is there anything in the black community that is untouchable? I don't know. Because I don't know what we own. Right? That is untouchable in our community. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. Caller, are you there? Hello? Caller, I hear you. Hello? Go ahead, caller. Man, you got to get on a better phone line. Is that us? No, caller, you got to get on a better phone line. Call us back. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Give us a call, 872-259. Hello? Go ahead, caller.
Hi, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey, Katie.
How you doing? Okay. I want to know, give me the court date so I can join you down there whenever you go to court to support you. And with the CVS, yes, we need to save all our historical places. You know, we really need to rebuild Chicago. And with Pritzker, you're right, we have to have an agenda. He can't flow through. I didn't vote for him last time. And so I'm glad I didn't, because see what we got? We got nothing. You know, we are with the gambling and with the dispensaries, we don't have nothing, absolutely nothing. So we cannot vote for just let him float through like he did last time on all the social media places and just stare at him, let him take over. We can't do it.
So, and, Katie, let me ask a question.
You know,
so, wait, Katie, because you over in the 18th Ward, are you helping me organize a meeting over there?
Yes, I will help. I will organize a meeting.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to help me organize a meeting over there. I don't know where we're going to do it, but I need a place, and you got to help me get 20 people there, because we're going to organize over in the 18th Ward, too. It's so many places where we're being
it could be at the Black Fire Brigade.
So you got to go set it up.
Talk to them. Yes, I will.
Okay, you set it up, and then you hit me back. Katie, you hit me on my inbox, though, because it's Lindsay, right?
Right.
Okay, so hit me in the inbox, and then let me know once you got it set up, because we definitely want to be over there. We definitely want to get it. Look, y'all, I'm trying to get this tour going before the end of November. We plan to have our first event before the end of November, and by the end of December, we plan to have visited every single black ward. All right, it's the Mace Jackson Show, Ward Township and black community. I'm even willing to come to Springfield, Peoria, wherever black folks want to organize in the interest of black people, because I'm going to tell you, by next week, I'm going to have a draft of the plan for Black Illinois that I'm going to share with y'all. Y'all can chop it up, but we not going back up to the table and not... Like, it makes no sense for us to have our brothers Tyrone, Greg, ECCSC, and people like New Era who can get people to the table, and we get them to the table, and we ain't got the whole list. So we got to coordinate our efforts, right? Hey, man, like, let's not bark. They used to us barking. They used to us blowing up stuff. They got a plan for us snapping. They don't have a plan for us to be, remember this? Well, remember the most powerful moment in Malcolm X movie? Remember when he did this? Remember when he did that? He ain't yell, he ain't scream. Let me tell you what. White people are more scared of a quiet black person than one of us snapping off. Like, let me ask a question. Who you think, you ever been in a room talking to a group and it's that dude, can you imagine ECCSC standing at the back of the room, backing us up as we go into the door, and we happily giving you the letter, because if it ain't us, if you don't take the letter from us, you got to holler at them. You really want to be staring at Greg and Tyrone and their crew? Like, really? Because it ain't. See, look, y'all, we got to do power moves. See, they done figured out us snapping off. They don't know how to deal with us when we put the document in. Here, go right here. This is what it is. This is what it is. Let's look them white boys in the paper and give them a piece of paper. Give you something to read about. So next time you talk to us, you got some answers. You don't? Well, we'll be at the next one. And how we going to be at the next one? Because ECCSC going to be there, but they also going to have them 20 people that was organized in that community, that the alderman, the state legislator, whoever standing up there. Are you standing up there backing that up? You could get it too. See, we got to move. I got to move from being told why we got to be scared to making people feel like they got to work. Let me tell you, they have put the plan together to keep us snapping. They will not know what to do when we all in alignment. So I'm going to have a document for y'all next week. Not my document, but a document, a draft, a place where we can start. But, like, can you imagine when Ty and them guys get to the door and his shorties and all of them, but they drop off they come with their lawyer? And they lawyer ain't a criminal defense lawyer. It's a what's in it for the black people attorney that has laid it out. Who gonna sue you? The white people that you don't need who ain't voting for you no way? Call your undocumented immigrants. See, right now, y'all can squeeze them on the cannabis. Again, we ain't. Remember, you having a press conference right next to our billboard, right next to ECCSC, right next to every ward and township black, what's in it for the black people, black first party organization that's there. You want to be about red light cameras? That ain't our issue. Let me tell you what. I'd rather get a ticket in the mail than get pulled over. We got to be bigger. Let's not, like, I know that we don't model ourselves, but I do think that The Godfather is Mike never really screamed. He never yelled. Sonny snapped off. Sonny went, remember how Sonny ended up? In the toll booth. See, it's easy to kill, to snap off, go crazy, and they can justify it. And the goal is not for us to go out in the blaze. The goal is for us to enjoy our families and prosper. You on hold? Hey, man, let me tell you something, dude. I know you big and stuff, but you got 3 minutes. Y'all heard me say 3 minutes. Because we got to give Riis 2 minutes to do an impression. But on the live line, it's my man from ECCSC who I know we're going to have him there, not only with the slushies, but they're going to be making sure that the broadcast is secure. That all the black... Hey, Joe, it's my man, Tyrone Muhammad. Ty, you on the Mace Jackson Show. What's up, dog?
What's up, Maze? You got to do it like this first. CV, Chicago Vocational. CVS. Chicago Vocational. See, I know you thought I was just a thug out here in these streets. I had to take the test.
You had some school spirit. You went to Bolingbrook, though. You saw some real school spirit. That's okay. We're going to let that go. What's up, brother?
That ain't number money, man. That ain't no school spirit. You take that money away, they ain't going to have no spirit. I guarantee you.
I can't say that, Ty. You see, I still be repping Bolingbrook every day.
Man, no, listen. You not there. I'm telling you, you take that money away, the children won't have no spirit. They'll be like every other school. So, yeah, if you Bolingbrook, that's all it is. It's tax dollars that serve the school average. So, with that being said, man, you ain't don't expect no CVS alumni. They only come together for picnics and parties. These people, bro, this is what I'm saying, man. They don't have no fight, no energy. Now, these people are educated fools, man. They caught up in fraternities and sororities. And I told you this before. We got our women and children are dying out here every day. You don't see alumni lining up behind alumni helping to get that body. We should never have to, ECCSC as an organization, we should never have to fight or look for dollars for us to patrol and deal with our young men out here and deal with our protection of, we was at the school the other day in Inglewood. Breaking up 2 fights, not the police. They had 40 police cars out there, and the police didn't break up damn fight. We did. But they get all the resources, bro. It's like it's amazing to me that we continue to stand back and watch this. But yes, bro, you have to raise. I'm with you with that, with the politics and everybody else. We have to go at them. If they don't see Mays, they got to see us. What I'm saying is, if we're not at the table to talk and quiet and peaceful, then we got to go at the table throwing bricks.
I'm with you.
All I'm just saying to you, bro, you have to then take them, bro, and utilize the space. People don't even know our center over there and how much space and bench space and room and all the stuff we have over there to serve the community, bro. It's unfortunate. We always rent other spaces and doing stuff like that, but won't bring it to our house, to the location, to the area. So you may need to do a tour, and we may need to get them now. That way, once they're there, they're not going nowhere else. I'm just telling you, it's time to show the elected officials what they're missing out on, the type of organizations that truly have capacity, and then them always funding people in storefronts, and though they don't have no capacity, but yet they receive all the resources. So, bro, we got to address it, man. And I'm listening.
So, Ty, here where I'm at right now. We gonna give them the list. Like here go the thing. Like we be asking, we gonna tell them this the list. Like, and we gonna give everybody the chance to address the list. Now, if the people on the list who've already proven themselves ain't at the table, then we ain't going, and it ain't nobody who get to stand up there and say that we are going. See, I feel like me, you, we got to get in alignment in the standpoint that what they try to do is run that interference in between us. And what I've come to recognize, and I know it didn't, the fruition of what we wanted didn't come. I think that what has happened is we've cut down a lot of the barriers to our unity. And I think we've reached a point where we got to go forward together. Right? We just saw Cam. So in this same argument, we just saw Cam say they can't close the school. They passed the law. Now imagine we can put Ty, Maze, and Cam in a room. Ty, go after all that social service. All that violence prevention money. Y'all make sure y'all give activists some. But we determine, that's the plan. The plan for a Black Illinois needs to include our list, not the people that they pick to tell us to keep us subjugated. Like, Joe, if we ain't seeing none of these people, it ain't cracking. Like, the governor and his guys have been able to cherry pick and navigate around the Black people because it's been Black folks that say, I can get around him. They have spent time, so many of our people have spent time trying to navigate around us, not understanding that if we get together, family, you become more powerful. We become more powerful working together than one person saying, I can control. No, you can't control them. You can control them if you feed them. Mace Jackson Show. Let's go to the live line. Don't forget Ty be there. Get your local Weed Man shirts from my man Big Swill too. You can get them at TP. Hey, y'all know y'all can get tickets to the brunch at TP too. Stop up there. See Big Swill, 5401 South Wentworth. See, I got my dyslexia in order. All right, Riis is the next caller. You on the Mace Jackson Show. Caller! Caller? Hello? Come on. That's you. Caller, come on. Is that the same person with the jacked up phone? Hey, cuz, you got to get off that Prime Co, man. You Prime Coing. Come on, call us back. Get somewhere where you got some bars. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
Can you hear me, Mace?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Mace?
I can. Go ahead.
Listen, let me tell you something, Mace. I've been asking why the Black people is in this condition that they're in. Let me explain something. I've discovered once you get your master, your bachelor, your PhD degree, they come to look for you to put you in position to keep Black people in their place because it don't make no sense. I'm not understanding that. Too many of us believe we're better than our neighbors, better than somebody else. And when you go vote the next time, the next 10 times, always vote for somebody you don't know. Because the one you know haven't done nothing, not going to do nothing. They don't even like you. So vote for someone you don't know. Better chance than what we're getting now.
Lord have mercy. Everybody got a voice now. Good job, Uncle Ruckus. He did Uncle Ruckus on me. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Give me a call, 872-259-7474. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show?
Yes, I'm calling about the restoration of CVS.
Yes, ma'am.
I was a student there in 1975, a freshman, and I believe there were 1,400 freshmen coming in during that time.
Dang.
And I just feel that they should save that school, and it should benefit the people in Chicago. They should restore it. It should be a vocational school or a trade school or what have you, and benefit the people there. I left and I was gone for 3 decades, but have since come back to the city, and I'm kind of disappointed in what I see.
So let me ask you.
Not kind of, very.
So you graduated in 75. Would you help? 79, I'm sorry. Would you help restore the
No,
school?
1975.
I thought I heard it right.
No, I graduated in 79.
Oh,
right.
you was a freshman in 75. So let me ask, are you willing
Yes, I was a freshman.
Are you willing to reach out to some of your alumni, your classmates, and ask them to help save CVS? Like, would you raise
Sure,
funds?
I mean, sure, my school, we usually have our reunion, the 10-year, but I think the pandemic put a dent on that, and I think there may be talks about that. So I'm not on what do you guys on, these Facebooks? I'm not on that, but I'll get on the media that I know to get on to be able to contact some of the alumni. But I know we usually always have our reunions every 10 years. And because of the 2020 pandemic, we didn't have it.
Okay.
But I'm sure there are thousands of CVS people out there that would be willing to help.
Okay, well, that's cool. Let me ask
And
you a
I would
question.
be one of them.
So how do you listen to us? Where did you find us, and what made you start listening to the Maze Jackson Show? I'm just curious.
Well, to be curious, WZON 1690 AM, you were on that. So that's a radio station that most Black people that I know that lived in Chicago, that's where we got our news from. So that's how I found out about you. And then when you moved on to and I'm on YouTube, so I look at you on YouTube and not on Facebook. I'm not on all that social media stuff, not yet.
Yeah, I think YouTube is social media. It's social media, but I'm glad you tuned into us.
Well, that's social media, but I'm not on Facebook and Instagram and all the other stuff that you young people are on.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't have anything.
Go ahead.
Well, I do have some things against it, but, that's what the younger generation's on right now.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I appreciate you calling in, and thank you for tuning in and sticking with me. And we're going to put out a word to the CVS alumni. I want to thank everybody from WBGX 1570 AM. Y'all stay with us, though. We are going to continue this conversation on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. But, hey, 1570, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do and the listeners. And y'all come on and join us and continue the conversation. We'll be back. Is there anything that's untouchable in the Black community? I'm really thinking that I don't even know if there are any more Black landmarks. I mean, you think about it. We lost the Ebony Jet building. That was the only building we had downtown. We lost the Defender building. Roland Martin sold that. What else we got? CVS? I think we restored. It's going to turn into a Latino high school. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. Got a couple of them. Got two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord. I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons. 5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around. Turned it around. He woke me up this morning. Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this. Number 4? He woke me up this morning. Come on, number 3. Come. He woke me up. Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one? He woke me up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
And the number 1 reason. Number 1. Final answer. He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
What's up, everybody? It's the green side of things. It's your man, Sadiq.
And Cassiopeia.
And we need you to like,
comment,
and share. We need you to do it right now and join us at our new day and time, Wednesdays.
From 1 to 3 p.m.
on What's in It for the Black People Media.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:02 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. No sports, so we're going straight to traffic on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop is 33 minutes outbound to O'Hare, down to 18 on the Edens. Inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 44 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield will be 26. On the Eisenhower, 33 minutes in both directions. That's to Thorndale and to the Loop. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 39 minutes. Outbound, just 37. On the Bishop Ford, it will be 32 minutes from I-80 to the Dan Ryan and 28 minutes back out to I-80. On the Dan Ryan, we have 16 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, still the same. 55th to Jacksonville. Jackson back out to 55th is still 7 minutes and 8 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 39 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 45 with a low of 34. I'm Riis the Ruler. Here's Loch Ness with Terrorism here on The Maze Jackson Show.
What it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there is terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Mayor Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time.
And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the rule on the ones and twos. I'm going to, I forgot to do this. I got to send a big old fat happy shout out to the lovely ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, who are celebrating their 99th year. I mean, they 1 year away from their centennial. I know they off the chain. I know they're excited. Hopefully that the COVID will be over and they'll be able to celebrate this, because the Zetas were not able to celebrate their centennial in person. Having been at the centennial celebration of my fraternity, that is something that it was great to be around for. That was just an awesome time. So I want to make sure, and one of our most loyal listeners, viewers, Erica Swain Farrell, my cousin, her and Bryant. But Erica is I don't know, be knowing the Sigma Gamma Rho titles, because they be Grammateus and Bading Ding Dingus and all type of, they got all type of stuff. But Erica, I appreciate you supporting me every day, every morning. So we want to make sure we show a shout out. And I think we got a bunch of Sigma Gamma Rhos in the chat. So if you're a Sigma Gamma Rho,
the doctor.
Huh? Oh, Dr. Tanks. Yeah. Come on, how could I forget Audrey? And shout out to Audrey, because she got to see her baby become a Sigma Gamma Rho too.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
That was, she was like, shh, I can't say nothing. Shh, but my baby, she finna be shh, don't tell nobody.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to you, Dr. Audrey Tanksley. I think we got a few more people in there, but that's why y'all got to be careful when y'all be talking that smack, right? Y'all be talking a lot of smack. It'd be like, y'all do realize y'all be on the Maze Jackson page talking smack about, that's all right. All the people you love, and even the people that love to hate. A lot of times they, Anyway, I just want to say happy Founders Day to the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho. Shout out to them.
On Friday, too.
On the Friday, they finna get lit. Oh, they finna, I wouldn't even want to be in the room, because they're going to be, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lisa Cooper. Y'all know I tried. Tiffany Hightower, too. Y'all know I tried to kidnap Lisa Cooper when she was what y'all was called? Aurora? What was y'all called? What they, Auroras? Anyway.
Kidnapping.
Oh, no, I tried, me and Brother Sadiq tried to kidnap her. She tried to hit us with an umbrella. She was pledging. She was not going. She was fighting we was like, just get in the car.
Come on, get in the car.
Just get in the car, go for it. We was going to get a pizza and everything. She was like,
That'd be the best thing when you just want to harass them for a little bit, but afterwards, you be like, here you go. Here goes some
right, I'll be like, Auroras, right. They was Auroras. Her and DeShace. Shout out to DeShace Green. Shout out to Betty Jones. Shout out to Tiffany Hightower. She is the executive director of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus. I seen Tiffany. Actually, I think me and Tiffany took some pictures. No, you can't tell the story, Lisa. The story is, me and Brother Sadiq, he said that Lisa is the problem with women don't know their place. Just do what we say. Just do what we tell you. Lisa, oh Lord, you did not whip. She did not whip. She was slanging that umbrella though. She was slanging that little umbrella.
Lisa said some holes in your story, man. She said a story.
I'll get Brother Sadiq on here. We'll have a whole show about it. Yep, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson Clemens. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show, so I wanted to give him some love, show him some love. The shout out to Delta Rho. Because those was my I was a Sigma Gamma Romeo, but I didn't pay my money. I could have been Mr. Sigma Gamma Rho, but I didn't pay. I was like, how much? I really only became one to get the girl. Then once I got the girl, I was like, Anyway, long story. Shout out to the Sigma Gamma Rhos. We are happy for you all on your Founders Day. And I do think it's always funny to me to watch people who talk about the empowerment and lifting up black people and then be like, but not them black people. It's like, oh, shit. You bad call. The phone lines is open. Ain't nobody scared. Look, you read, don't let the alpha, see, and Lisa, see, it's just like that, the alphas. You know how that went down. I ain't going to even go there. Oh, no, the Kappas. I'm going to let it all be done, though. We going to let it all go. Shout out to Chris Levy. He became a member of Kappa Alpha Psi this week. It was like Kappa Universe. Everybody, I think Kappas crossed everybody on the same day across the country. All right. I remember when it was like 6 of y'all, Lisa. Then y'all went from 6 to 600.
That's how it usually is. Like, that's how it was in our school. It was like 0, and then they came.
Shout out to the treasurer, Melissa Conyers Irvin. Shout out to Monique Jate. You know, Treasurer Irvin, she be Sim Gamma Road to, she be in the treasurer's office like, yeah. You know, I ain't gonna say y'all thing. I be respecting everybody's stuff. All right, y'all. Mace Jackson Show. Let's go to the phone lines. Callers, you're on the Mace Jackson Show. What's up? Should we save? Is there anything in Chicago that's black that's untouchable? And should we save CVS High School? Caller, what you got?
Yes, we should save CVS High School, and we need to keep connecting these dots. We got a need to put a whiteboard in this lion's den. You know, people think we're on these shows in the morning just talking. You are connecting the dots. You have reinvigorated me, Mace Jackson. When we sit here and talk about these growth industries, and you know, today you ask for Illinois black contracts. I'm saying CJA, casino, construction, and cannabis. Those things are on the table. When we start talking about connecting dots, Dr. Carol Adams just put in the chat these trades back at CVS. We're talking about growth industries in renewable energy where the IBEW is begging people of color for the first time, please come train in these jobs.
Say black people.
So when we connect things that have been approved, you said, what has Pritzker done? We got CJA approved. People worked for months and months and months on that. We've got ComEd on the ropes. That's what Lori Lightfoot has done. We're sitting here talking about the Chicago Vocational High School closing. We got CJA approved. The Biden infrastructure plan is what everybody else is talking about right now. That's what they're doing in terms of alignment. And we can't figure out how to connect something like ComEd, CVS, Chicago Public Schools. Our Butler just made the chess move and said, don't close anymore. Now we got to come and connect these dots and say, this is what needs to happen. What you've been doing is, for me this morning, is saying, stop being scared. ComEd, fix CVS. ComEd just got Calvin Butler, CEO, black man, president of Exelon Utilities. We're not going to fix Chicago Public Schools, and we just got CJA approved. We got to get a whiteboard in the lion's den. You guys have got to start bracketing this stuff out just like you do during March Madness.
I'm gonna tell you, Paula. Yeah, I'll be trying. I'm getting there. It's like we're gonna have it all in a minute, but I think that's why we need you all next Friday at the telethon. It's like I can't finance a movement on my own. And I don't like asking for money, but it is important that we give to our own liberation and our own freedom. I don't want a grant to pay for a lawyer. I want a black lawyer that we can, instead of Todd just going and busting open the door, he busting open the door so the lawyer can walk in and give our list of demands. Like, we got these people in a jam right now. And everybody is, the thing that's getting ready to happen right now is they about to start sending people out to start telling us, oh, look, y'all, we've been on punishment for the last 12 years. Somebody giving you back zero. You went from 0 to -5 and they put you back at 0 and you're supposed to be happy. Meanwhile, they go to +20. Go to the phone line. Call you on the Mace Jackson Show. Caller, are you there? Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, good morning, Maze. This is Harold Williams. I was calling because an alumni of CVS, one of the things that we're coming across, or what I have noticed, that you have alumni that's putting out bad information. The school is currently a vocational school, and it has STEM as well. Now, one of the things that can cause the numbers to go down, but the school is still bringing in students as well, is that, one, you got charter schools that's taking up all the kids, and then you have parents who pull them out of the schools because they believe, you know what, let me send my child somewhere else. And then you have the pandemic. You know, the students now can go online to class and don't necessarily have to be in the building. But the other thing is that, yes, I believe Mr. Muhammad, he pointed out that our alumni, and I'm saying it again, our alumni at CVS, they can show up in big numbers for a party. But then those same numbers won't even donate towards the school that they high-five and fist pump about. So is that some of the alumni, you have their priorities are mixed up. You have 5 different organizations that's supposedly representing the school. At least out of 4 of them that I know, it seems more so about, hey, I'm about entertainment, and I'm going to make this money to fatten my pockets, and whatever the school needs, that ain't my thing. The association can deal with that. So we dealing with an identity problem among our school. However, the principal just gave a walkthrough of the school and invited alums to come out. I say only a good 15 to 20 people came out, but now everybody want to fist pump and say, hey, what's going on? Granted, the school can get other vocational shops, but you have to organize and strategize to get that to come in. Nobody is going to allow you to come inside their school and say or do whatever it is that you want, saying, yeah, I want to bring this back, but you don't want to talk to the principal. You don't want to talk to the LSC. You want to just run downtown. No, you got to start at the lowest level, then bring it up. Okay. I'm just saying, this is what's going on.
That's my man, Harold E.K. Williams, man. I remember when we was having an alumni contest. He was a CVS alum. He was calling all the way from Saudi Arabia. I'm going to tell you, shout out to Harold E.K. Williams. He truly believes. I was going to say, when my big bro was asking me about uniforms, and he was hitting me up to ask other people, and he was like, look, man, we need $5,000 for uniforms. I was like, you mean to tell me that the CVS alumni ain't going to raise the money for $5,000 so that the CVS alum could, you know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all got Juwan Howard. What you at? But I feel like we got to get to a self-reliance and protect our own. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Let's go to the caller. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show.
Hello. Hi. Good morning, Mace. This is Ruthie with Chitanda. I wanted to say that Esther Golar passed Senate Bill 620 and 30 after the schools were closed to form Community Voice. CPS agreed to do that under the CAC. Right now, we have the South Shore CAC, and we're trying to reboot it because after Mr. Henry English passed away, they kind of pulled the plug on the South Shore CAC from downtown. It was the first CAC. Now, what do the CACs do? They have the power to determine which schools stay open and which close in their community, working with elected officials. We need people not only for the South Shore CAC, all those alumni. Now, you know I have a special connection to CBCA, which was CBS, formerly CBS, because we put money into that school for the Upward Bound Trio program that I ran up until before the pandemic. So we are fighting not just for CBCA, but all the schools in South Shore. And we need people to join one of the 9 CACs. People keep talking about education, like you're saying, but nobody wants to do the work.
And I've been trying to hold this cat together, recruit people. We are doing a reboot so that we have the power to determine that. According to Senate Bill 620 and 630, you must get community voice before you do anything. And that's legislation that passed. So CPS has to honor that. If you want to organize around the idea of keeping any of the schools open, go to cps.edu and look up your CAC. I think there are 9 of them. Join them so we can have community voice and determine what goes on. We're going to be meeting with our CAC the 3rd Thursday, and I'm going to be sending out information on Facebook, and you can call me and email me. Please call me. We need people to organize around keeping CBCA open. And my number is 773-580-7183. We need the alumni and the community to come together to save that school. And we have saved other schools in our area by organizing.
Rosita, here's what we can do. First of all, I need you to say that number again slowly. And then what we got to do is, why don't you send me an inbox? I'll be looking for it. And then you tell me the information, and I'll share that information, and we'll try and promote it for you next week. And I'll let you call in next week to tell people about it some more. Okay?
Thank you so much.
No
the
problem.
number is 773-580-7183. And thank you, May.
Thank you, Rosita. And I know I see you out there fighting in the school space all the time, in the education space. We probably need to get you in What's in It for the Black People so you can be part of our education pillar. All right, who else we got on the live line, Riis? We got more calls. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Hello? Joe, you on the Maze Jackson Show, Joe. What up, Joe? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. I worked in as a teacher for a long time, and I'm gonna try to connect with Rosita. This is the first time that I actually heard her where she said her phone number slow enough where I could write it down. And I've been trying to get it for like a long time. But when I was working as a teacher, because I used to work at South Shore, and what you start noticing is probably like right around when Rahm Emanuel was the mayor, they started like putting in these principals, and their job was to really like fire as many black teachers as possible and cut as many vocational programs as possible. So over like the last 10, 15-year period, they managed to get CBS down from like when that last principal, it was probably like 2,000 some kids. Now it's like 600 kids. Before the pandemic, it was 700 kids. So it really didn't go down that much, but it went down, 100 kids. But little by little, they've been low key cutting programs and firing teachers every year. And then once they get it down low, then they want to put out like a little press release and say, "Oh, you got low enrollment. We think we need to close the school." But that's been like part of their plan. If you look at all of the black schools, they all got that same problem where they cut all the programs. They did that at Dunbar. They only got about 500 kids at Dunbar. They used to have 3,000, 2,500, So even on the west side, Manly, all them schools. So I think what we need to do, because I'm still in the system, but I'm on the way out. But what we need to do is get an educational committee going, and then try to get on that school board.
Well, I think we need to get an education. I think you're on something. I think you're 100% on to something.
Then,
I got
you know what I'm saying?
I 100% see what you're saying. That's why that goes into the black plan for Illinois, right? Like imagine taking all of this information, combining this brother with Rosita, putting them together, and then say, give us the education and Paula Robinson, and give us the education demand, and then Tyrone kick open the door, boop. But instead of kicking the door open and screaming and hollering, he opened the door and say, now here's our representative, and you drop the list, and everybody's in that list. See how that worked? It's the Mace Jackson Show. Who else we got on the live line? It's the Mace Jackson Show. Are there any untouchables in the black community?
Yo.
What up? Who this?
What up?
Oh, this brother Devin Gordon.
This Devin, man.
What up, Devo? Hey, man.
Hey.
What's
hey,
up? I heard we was having
mandatory
concealed training classes for WIIFTBP. You need to get that organized. But go ahead, brother. What's up?
Hey, man. Hey, definitely, peace over you and your family, number one. Peace over the president of WIIFTBP. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came to help at Solo Beauty yesterday. And we all we got. But I need everybody to take down WIIFTBP@gmail.com and sign up, and then put your location or ward number so that we can track where you are, and then we can link up people in the same community. So when Mr. Jackson goes out and does the tour, we can coordinate all of this stuff. So we do have actionable items for everybody. Telethon next Friday, so get your Crown Royal bags, empty those out. We need all that loose change. And so we definitely got work to do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be uplifted, keep your spirits up, head on the swivel, and we will be. Hey, I know I got a question for you. Can we have the classes at TP?
We certainly can. Say
less. So there we go.
That's Grand Central, bro.
Tenfold. So the safety committee, we will be coordinating that. So again, when you sign up on the email, then we can get you the demographic survey, so we can find out what you like, and we can kind of organize these committees. Cause shout out to Rosita, she's dope, and we need to link her with Beulah, cause she's dope, and start forming this stuff out and getting these subject matter experts into the forefront and promoting them as the dope people that they are.
There it is, brother Devin Gordine. All right, who else we got on that live line? Caller, are you there? Caller?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you? Who this is? Who this is?
You know who this is. Quit playing. Anyway.
What's up, Anthony?
First of all, I got a laundry list for you. First of all, we don't need JB. JB need us.
That's my point.
Okay? All right? Now don't put that at the top of the list. As far as the CVS closing and whatnot, that can't happen. I got a couple of credits about a CVS myself. All right? So that's another story. But that was back in another day and time. You was a baby then. But anyway, first of all, we have to specialize with some of these trades that they're getting at these vocational schools. Okay, first of all, we need to know what the future is holding as far as vocations go. Hey, farming is a vocation. You could be growing your own marijuana plants and whatnot if they're taught to do that and set a little glass house or something out there on the side of CVS. That's a lot of land and it's a lot of opportunity, man. So we want to know exactly what we want to do, strategize more or less. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then we move on that. That's how that's done, man. I still need to say, I'm so glad that you're healthy, brother, because I was concerned about that situation you had this week.
Amen.
A lot of people was like, but I've been concerned about you wandering these streets anyway because of the high profile and some of the things that we discussed, that some people, I'm not going to, go to demographics, have trouble with you, period. Okay?
Right.
So keep your head on a swivel, man. For that one moment after you got bumped and you got out your car, that could have been the end of you, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to make you aware there are people who don't mean you no good.
I am so 100% clear about that, and I want to thank you, Anthony. Can I tell you something that was crazy, Riis? You know how stuff be playing back. So after everything happened, I got myself together, and I was leaning up against the fence over the expressway, like just taking a breath in. And as this was all happening, and it was all settled, and nobody knew really what was going on at that point, this old black man walked past me. And he said, "Hey, ain't you that dude from the radio? Don't stop doing what you're doing." Now, mind you, I have literally just scraped myself up off the street. You know how you be feeling like, just that show Touched by an Angel or Blessed by an Angel? It was like from the craziest 3 people who, if I would have seen them any other time, would have probably kind of shunned them. It was like the 2 hypes that gave me the phone and got me straight. And then it was this dude that looked almost homeless that I felt like he walked past me and he said, "Ain't you that dude from the radio?" Now, Riis, I'm literally no phone, no nothing. I'm distraught. And he said, "Keep on doing what you're doing." Pushing his cart. Kept on going. Yeah, y'all done messed up. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We got anybody else on that line? Okay, we got 2 more callers. Then I want to play this video for you. I know it's tough. Riis, we might go just a little bit longer today. Just a little bit. You got somewhere to be? You in a hurry?
No, it's okay. I got a little date, but it's all right.
You got a date? Breakfast date? Okay, we'll get it quick. We'll get it done quick. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Who's there?
Alvin.
Oh, yeah. Alvin Norton.
Alvin E.
CVS
Norton.
class 89.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Alvin, you know you're going to be a writer on the show when we get famous, dog. It's all good. What's up, Alvin?
I don't know. No, they should not close CVS. No, I came out 89. No, they actually, I came out, I had they just started they had a computer maintenance class. But they should have not just like other trades, they should have tech programs and so forth. So I'm not sure what they're doing with the school now. But one of the things, I think or previously, I think he's with the alumni. He may be with the Alumni Association, but a lot of times when we have these picnics, every year we have these picnics, we get a lot of information about it. But when it comes to what's going on at the school, we don't get the same information, whether or not about enrollment dropping, about them closing programs or closing. About the school closing period. So I think that the same information, the same fire they get about the alumni picnics and parties, we should get that from anything that's going on in the CVS in the school.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
There it is. Would you donate to CVS? Would you donate to protect your school?
Yeah, but it's like it's like I think Facebook has a lot of programs. I mean, not programs. Facebook has a lot of these alumni pages. However, I don't get enough information about how we can save the school and so forth. So that's the only big issue.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Last call. Thank you,
all
Alvin.
right.
Thanks for calling, Alvin. We appreciate you. CVS done woke up. CV. All right. Anyway, last caller. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I got
the best for last. You know who this is.
Who is?
Come on. You know who it is. Say it.
Byron.
Byron! What's up, man?
Byron. Man, I'm coming from left field today.
And
it has to do with Pritzker.
Come on.
It has to do with Pritzker.
Come on.
Basically, we got to play our cards right. This guy called Griffin, right? Yep. He's about to throw down some money, lots of money to get rid of Pritzker, right?
Lots.
Let's play a hand, get you to go and talk to him about something, maybe use the education to get money for him to pump education as being the thing that you mostly focus on, to get the money so we can do the things we need to do. He's got money, and with all the help we have, people volunteering and stuff, we still need money. And that's a source of where we can get some money to play him against Pritzker. Because Pritzker don't have the money that he has. And I think we can get some of that money to help us to move some of these things through. All the things that people talk about this morning are great, but we still gonna need money, advertisement, and just money to do different things to get our word out and get our message out, to put stuff together so people can have a booklet or whatever. We still need money, and I think you the guy to go and talk to that guy, Griffin, to see where he's at and see what he can do for you. Do you agree? Yes or no? I know you hate Republicans. I know you hate Republicans, but we gotta play this game, dude. We need the money.
So here's
Black folks ain't give you that much money. Okay, go ahead.
Here's what
man.
I think, Byron. I think that if I go to Ken Griffin and ask him for money, then it allows the Democratic Party to go rely back on that instinctual brainwashing. Now, here's what I think. Hold on, let me finish, Byron. Byron.
Okay.
This is what I want to do. Because, black people like to be fair, right? We want to be fair even though we get played. So what I want to do is, just like Ice Cube had a contract with Black America, we want to have it, and we want to present it to every one of them, right? Now, is Pritzker's desire to stay in office so great that he will meet this list of demands before June, or is Ken Griffin's desire to take him out that he will put a down payment on it prior to? But we got to do it open and in the public. And what we have to do is have a list of demands, so it ain't about no individual. It's about this collective, our interest. No, I believe that we need to present our list of demands to everybody, and if they ain't with it, then we need to start whacking them. And Byron, I see the problem that they think, and this is the one thing, that's why we're having the fundraiser, the telethon. See, there's this image in the minds of white folks that they can buy the niggas, right? Like one way or the other. And so I don't want to go, when you go to someone and say, can I have money from you? Then he looks at you and says, okay, yes, but now I own you. I don't want us to be owned by anyone. What I want to do is be like, here is your self-interest is bro, you don't own me. This is a temporary relationship because you're trying to get to a path and we have the keys to it. In the meantime, here's what we want. And now, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to have black folks that are in the JB camp that are going to try and minimize our list of demands. They're going to Chuck and Pearls us, right? They're going to send a sister to the neighborhood and get you all emotional and get you all fired up. And you have to, when I need you, Byron, is to be able to tell the people, we not going for this emotional stuff. Nope, sis. Sorry. Like, I can't be the person to say, sis, we not going for the emotion. You need to go back and tell JB to bring us back a bag, and what's his answer? And if you ain't got an answer to our list of demands, and if you are the black person that's telling JB that he don't, and if you are out here telling the white folks that they don't have to listen to our demands, and you can go around this program that we're all trying to build, then we punish somebody. Byron, we don't have the ability necessarily to put someone in space, but we definitely have the ability to punish. And we need to use that ability. And by using that ability to punish, the money will come. Because somebody will see it. But we cannot let them re-push the narrative that we just Negroes coming and begging these white folks. We don't love Ken Griffin. We don't love JB. We got this list. It's the Mace Jackson Show. But Byron, I need you, bro. We need you. We need you, and we need you to keep us on point. And look, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Anybody else on that line? All right, Riis, we're not going to take a break. This video jumped out to me, y'all, yesterday. And I know it's telling me something good Friday, but I need for y'all to hear the video. And I need for the black parents that send their kids to schools to hear this. I asked Reap to beep out the Fs. I left in all I'm going to just let you hear it. Because I want y'all to understand, it's so crazy to me. I always say that black folks who have not experienced white folks have only experienced passive racism. I want you to see this video because this is not uncommon. There just wasn't a video camera for mine when it happened. All right, Riis, I'm about to play it. I think I could just play it from here.
No one wants
So you want to show them? You want to show them and play it so it's on your lap? It's on that thing, right?
It's on the switcher.
Okay. Let me turn it off for you then. All right, okay. So try now.
I'm sorry, you are so dark that you can't. And you're so hot.
But you can't get anybody.
You're not. You're so
ruin someone Kendall's life.
No.
You can rot in hell.
I uploaded the video.
Made them leave. You dark ass nigger. Dark ass chocolate bar. Get the out of here.
The phone ain't
Can't get
doing
anybody.
it.
Nobody
So
likes
look, I'm gonna see if I
niggers.
can-
Literally
No one
nobody
likes
it.
niggers.
So it's on the Bluetooth and that should go up like you said. Like I got the right buttons now.
No one likes them.
Is the volume up on the side?
Kill yourself right this time. Do it right. Cut deep enough. Cut deep enough this time. Or tie the rope higher. Like what?
There you go.
What the?
All right.
Kill yourself.
Here we go.
Kill yourself.
Hold on.
You made on summer league. Kill yourself.
All right. I need for you all to see this video because this happened to a young black girl, 14-year-old girl, and I need for y'all to understand how white racism works for black kids in predominantly white schools when we don't have the numbers. Riis, here we go.
Snickers. Nobody.
No one wants Snickers. I'm sorry, you are so dark that you can't. And you're so hot.
But you can't get anybody.
You're not. You're so
ruin someone Kendall's life.
You can rot in hell. You made them leave. You dark ass nigger. Dark ass chocolate bar. Get the out of here.
No, I'm sorry. Can't get anybody because nobody likes niggers. Literally
No one likes
it.
niggers.
Nobody likes them.
No one likes them. Kill yourself right this time. Do it right. Cut deep enough. Cut deep enough this time. Or tie the rope higher. Like what? What the? Kill yourself. Kill yourself. You made on summer league. Kill yourself.
Crazy.
So, can I tell y'all something? That is probably more common than you know or that your children tell you about. I had numerous experiences like that growing up. And y'all remember when I told y'all about my son and the drug dealer? So I thought it was important for black people to see. And I think, Riis, I'm going to play it one more time, only because I don't know if y'all remember when I was talking about the Catholic school. Now, the difference is I don't know how to explain to you that this is not an uncommon occurrence. And I want to make sure that black parents have steeled your kids for this. Because she's going to grow up and probably vote for Obama. Here y'all go.
Nobody.
No one wants Snickers. I'm sorry, you are so dark that you can't. And you're so hot.
But you can't get anybody.
You're not. You're so
ruin someone Kendall's life.
You can rot in hell. You made them leave. You dark ass nigger. Dark ass chocolate bar. Get the out of here.
No, I'm sorry. Can't get anybody because nobody likes niggers. Literally
No one likes
it.
niggers.
Notice the emphasis on the ER.
No one likes them. Kill yourself right this time. Do it right. Cut deep enough. Cut deep enough this time. Or tie the rope higher. Like what? What the? Kill yourself. Kill yourself. You made
And on summer league. Kill yourself.
Who's that girl's, who do you go to? What's the response? How does that young lady think about the 14-year-old black girl, Naya, singing? She was 14. Who looks out for our kids in these situations? Who do they go to? It's like, what's the consequence? I heard somebody say, man, never could I think of calling the police. Who do black people call when they're in trouble? Who do you turn to? Because somebody's going to say that was just kids. Her parents are going to be like, oh, she didn't mean it. When is there a consequence? Who protects us? So you might say us, right? How do we deal with that? All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Time for Riis, Tell Me Something Good Friday. I am ready. Y'all, you know what? It's been a long week, so I'm ready for my Tell Me Something Good Friday. I've been waiting for this. Hey, y'all, tell me something good. Wow, wow. I got carjacked this week. Now, ordinarily, you would say, that is not to tell me something good. But after being carjacked this week, I realized how much I had minus the material items. I recognize, I think this, when I come in to tell me something good, I think I had a tangible example of the hedge of protection that I have so often bragged about. And so, in my estimation, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but probably one of the best things in my life that ever happened was I got carjacked. Because I truly believe that God has a plan. And I know it's that he hasn't, God is not through with me yet. I'm also thankful for my wedding anniversary on the 14th, which will be Monday. Tennille. But I got to thank God for the opportunity to be here with you. Made me appreciate all of this stuff too. And not only did I get everything back, but I was multiplied. I don't think there was a publicist. I don't have a publicist. I don't think there was a publicist in the world that could have turned this moment into this moment where every piece of paper said you are a victim into truly being victorious. And I think that sometimes you get so busy and moving that you don't listen. God got to get your attention. Sometimes you got to knock you all the way down. But also remind you that I got you. And it is I sometimes have so many challenges in my desire not to be corny, quote unquote, that I have sometimes tried to give my blessings, the credit for my blessings, to everything but God. And I got to tell you, I had to be still this week. I didn't have no phone. Android, godly. But I am thankful that God didn't have to do more to get my attention. Grateful for tell me something good, no fear no more. And I don't want to say, wait, what? It's Sunday? What's the dates? I got my dates all mixed up. 12. Oh, it is Sunday. My bad. Oh, I thought it was Monday. My bad. Anyway. So, one of the things the challenge I have is I'm so transparent on this show. It's like, I could have been tough. I could have told you all those different things. Hey, it is what it is. I'm here with you. But this telethon next week, we got a week from that. Tell me something good. We got the telethon next week. I want to raise $50,000 towards our own liberation, and I believe in black people, and we can do it. Tell me something good. The Bulls on their West Coast trip. And also I have to tell you something good. My beautiful and lovely wife, President Carrie K. Steele, who stood by me and was a soldier. No limit soldier. Like, when sometimes when you think you're in it by yourself, and it's like, nah, we in this together. And I used to be like, could you go to work? And she's like, nope. Family first. And to my sister, who, without question, jumped into mode as she always does. And the two of them teamed up to provide me a support network that, man. So that's my tell me something good. Thank you, God, for getting my carjacking. For removing the fear from my heart and the concern about material things. Riis! DJ Riis, the ruler! Oh, and thank you for the outpouring of love from Chicago. Like, yo, cuz it's so crazy to me for all of the people that be talking about how many people hate. It was truly an opportunity to see how many people who you don't even think is watching care and love. All right, let's go. Riis, what's up, man? You on the ones and twos. Tell me something good. Wow, wow.
You know what? Apparently, I guess I'm off. So that's a rarity for me. So I'm gonna get some.
No, I was gonna ask you. We need you tonight. They trying to tape that Ebony show.
Oh, okay.
The Ebony, they trying to get you. Last time it was Jennifer Hudson and all that. So they booking the studio. I forget. They just hit me. Speaking of that, so you got a hot date though, huh?
No, we'll talk after.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Okay. What else you got, Riis? Dad, did I ruin your my bad?
Oh no, man. I really, get some rest. Really, I ain't got really nothing. But I say, man, every day I'm woke, man. That's always my tell me something good. As long as I can tell you something good, even if I can't tell you something good, as long as I can, be here, that's something.
Well, Riis, this week you got famous, though. They had the Shag and BM McCoy.
I still ain't seen it yet.
Man. See, Big Willie. Black First Party, B1P.
Which episode is on?
Yeah, man, I wasn't checking for your episode. I was checking for my episode.
You on all of them, so
right? I know. So I was like, hey, that's when I lost distinction. When it like on City So Real, I'm at 1 and 5. All right. I gotta tell you that the support of the WIIFTBP family has been off the chain. Off the chain. I'm just tell y'all though, some of y'all a little more advanced than me. Look, I still gotta get my gun. Y'all was talking about y'all was look, don't and here's the last thing. I do not want in any way, shape, or form this negative moment that turned positive to be a negative moment for anybody black. So I'm going to tell y'all, I appreciate everybody that has told me the good and the bad. But I don't really worry about what no man got to say at this point. Riis, find me. Well, I need y'all give me a song to close on. We've been busting up the caps the whole thing. I need me another inspirational song to close on. Well, give me one, y'all. Y'all give me one before we get up out of here. Riis, I want to close on a song of inspiration. You know what? Grateful. Put Grateful back on. We can go out with Walter Hawkins and Grateful because that is truly how I feel this week. Travis Latham, where is your email? I will check for it. Or Tennille, check the inbox. If you are trying to get me with admin, ADMIN at WIIFTBP media.com. If you are looking to sponsor, Riis, I'm going to be looking for you to line up the talent. And then I want y'all to be grateful. Like, we're going to have a good weekend. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for everything that has happened. Because God, I just told you, God ain't through with me yet. Let me know that. And I ain't got time for, when I was a child, I did childish things. Grown man with business. Give me a call. Oh, no, don't give me a call. Riis, let me get that. Walter Hawkins. Walter Hawkins, be grateful. And we're going to close out with that. Yo, y'all send some love, send some shouts out. Is anybody, I want to thank everybody that has been contributing this weekend. I want to thank everybody. Look, y'all go to the Eventbrite page. We are also looking for sponsors. I'm trying to find somebody that's going to do the boozy breakfast. We still need a breakfast sponsor, yo. You getting a table? Riis, and I think Tyrone said they having the slushy machine. I'm trying to get some infused coffee. I think we're going to have some room for some vendors, as well as I think that it's going to be honey buns and cinnamon rolls and gummy bears and all type of stuff. I think it's going to, Riis, I think it's going to be lit if they don't fall asleep. You got it? Let's go. Let me hear it. We're going to go out of here on this one. Y'all remember, man, it's your man, Maze Jackson. And y'all be grateful. Lisa Cooper, you on the phone line? Is Lisa on the phone line? Dang. Pause. We gonna pause it. Stop the song. Because I got to hear the whole song. But we got to let Lisa tell her anniversary story. Go ahead, Lisa State Farm. Lisa Cooper.
Good morning.
Lisa Cooper. You know Lisa Cooper, y'all. She with us in the den every single morning. State Farm, good neighbor, and almost a kidnap victim almost 30 years ago. What's up, Lisa? Happy anniversary to the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho. Go on, give them your shout.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And to my sorors who are on the line, thank you so very much, Maze. I appreciate you. And good morning to all my fellow Greeks and all my fellow Black people. We are celebrating 99 years today. I am happy to say that I'm in the largest chapter in the sisterhood. Last year, we raised $65,000 to give to young people in the form of scholarships to go to college. So we're not out here on the play. We on the real about how we can move our people forward. Now, tonight, we are going to play because those of us who do great work, we got to release sometimes and have a good time. So join us at Society at 2201 West Walnut at 8 p.m. And we are going to have a good time, whether you're Greek, not Greek, Black, whatever your
ethnicity is. I might have my eyebrow up, looking, scanning the room for everybody. Let's come out and hang out and have a good time, and then we'll be right back to work on Saturday. But thank you so much, Maze. One day we'll just have to chop it up and everybody tell the story from their perspective about this kidnapping that did not take place. And then we'll let the den decide how did it really go down.
That's so funny. Maybe we have to get Lily in here and I'll get Sadiq in here and we'll do a round table and we'll talk about it for real. Lisa, though, I appreciate you. I did not see you at the Urban League Gala, but I saw your picture, so I know you did your thing. Hey, we appreciate you for all the time. And y'all remember, Lisa was the one who gave us that thing was $50,000. State Farm, y'all need to fire Aaron Rodgers. How much was it?
It was 25. Okay. It was 25, but thank you for acknowledging that. And I look forward to how we can connect in the future.
There it is.
That's what I know.
That is Lisa. We got another one, Riis. Go ahead. We'll take the last one. Go ahead, caller. You on the Maze Jackson show?
Jay,
you on the Maze Jackson show?
Thanks for taking my call. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Now, what's up, man? Hey, I try not to call in.
Why?
But I saw that video because I didn't want, because what I'm about to say, you're going to know. That video of that girl, I was listening to her and I saw a couple things in that video. And I'm telling you, give her a couple years. If the right black dude talk to her, and I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, she'll swallow every time he told her.
Oh my God! All right, that's
what I'm telling you.
James. We got the church people. Riis, I was trying. Okay, thanks, James Turner. Hey, James, that's James Turner too, because I could see him. I be seeing him comment. I seen him looking at Ruthie too. He'd be like, "Hey, move that camera so I can see Ruthie."
I told you, my motto, man. Listen, man. Black men want y'all to go out there and find y'all a white woman. You want to impregnate them, then train your kids to only date black. We gonna wipe out their existence, man. That's what we gotta do. Wipe out their existence.
The devil is so busy. Come on, man. Let me hear this Walter Hawkins before we get up out of here.